Hey guys, we need to take notes over forces. So you should be in your digital science journal on page 26. I have copied and pasted a balanced and unbalanced forces notes page for you. So if you just double click into your text box, you can highlight and backspace the words, type notes here, and replace them with the notes that we're going to take today. So for what is a force, you need to type a force is a push or a pull. How are forces measured? Forces are measured in newtons. And newtons is capitalized. Some examples of everyday forces in regards to pushes are friction, pushing a box, pushing a rolling cart, hitting a baseball, shooting a basketball, running, tires on the road, sitting in a chair, a book resting on a shelf, and cars colliding. So in all of those examples, those objects are experiencing forces, which are pushes or pulls, and these specifically are pushes. Some examples of pulls are gravity, pulling a wagon, a bungee cord retracting, magnetic force, electrostatic force, a pulley lifting a load, a dog pulling their owner on a leash, drawing back a bow, and tug of war. So then we need to go into balanced versus unbalanced forces. So when forces are balanced, that's when your forces acting on an object are equal and opposite. So equal and opposite sizes, meaning. And then some examples of forces that are balanced are an object at rest. For example, the book sitting on the shelf. It's just sitting at rest on the shelf. Or an object moving, but it's moving forward at a constant speed. And the best example is the planets orbiting the sun. So forces are unbalanced when the forces acting on an object are not equal and opposite. So some examples of forces that are unbalanced are forces acting in the same direction. For example, two people that are pulling a sled up a hill. And forces of different sizes acting in opposite directions. For example, one team pulling another team with greater force. And make that font a little smaller. And you'll need to do the same. If you make it down to 10, then it'll fit inside the text box. So then the very last thing is at the bottom, we need to identify each of these picture examples as either balanced or unbalanced. So since this is a pushing force and this is a pulling force, but they're going in the same direction, this is unbalanced. They're not equal and opposite. It's kind of hard to tell right here in this picture, but this person is pulling with 10 newtons of force to the left, and this person is pulling with 6 newtons of force to the right. So they are opposite directions, but they're not equal forces. So since they're not equal and opposite, this is also an unbalanced force. And then this very last picture, it has this person pushing to the right and this person pushing to the left. But right under here, it says no motion. So since those forces are equal and opposite because that object is at rest, this example is a balanced force. So you guys need to fill in all of your forces notes for the day. And you do not need to submit your digital science journal because I can always get in and see it. So you just need to submit the URL and then move on to your balance and unbalanced forces practice for today. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye.